Welcome back to Cast 11 Studios. Today we are lucky enough to be joined by Derek Forsgren. You are the owner of Level 5 Lighting. So that means you get to do all the cool stuff, right?
That is correct.
That is correct. So going up on ladders, doing all the grunt work probably, if you're anything like most of the owners I know, I would assume.
I don't have to do that. I have a good team that gets up on the ladders and does all of our installs for us.
Awesome.
So basically I just run the company, the marketing side of it, the sales side of it. Just make sure that we're taking care of our customers, setting the right expectations from the first call in all the way through the installation and even afterwards during the warranty period.
Oh, perfect. So what is Level 5 Lighting?
So we are a permanent LED lighting company. We are an authorized Jellyfish dealer. Jellyfish is an LED light that's been around for over 13 years. They originated out of Salt Lake City, Utah. These permanent lights have been around for a long time, and they've gone through stages. They've evolved. Each one of these lights have a microchip in them. And so what we like about Jellyfish is a couple of things, is that they have a group of engineers that are up in Salt Lake. They're always growing and expanding their product as far as what the capabilities are. And then we actually use a Linux-based computer as your controller. So what's cool is that usually 2, maybe 3 times a year, you can update your firmware just like on your home computer, and you get the new features and benefits of what the lights can do.
So when you're saying features and benefits, when I think lights, I think you're pulling out the ladder at Christmas time, you're going up there, you're hooking up some lights, and then around February when your neighbors are complaining, you're hauling the ladder back out and pulling them down. This is different.
Totally different. Yes. So this is a one-time application on your house. It's a permanent system. It's we install aluminum or a galvanized metal track to your house. We paint match if we don't have the metal colors. We have, I think it's over 80 different colors of metal. So if we don't have that color, then we paint match, because as we know here in Arizona, there's 83 colors of beige. We only have 4 or 5.
That's going to be a bummer.
So those get permanently attached to your house, either if you have wood fascia or if it's stucco and tile, or if it's a flat roof. There's different ways that we attach with flashings. So it's very discreet, very low profile. From the sidewalk, you cannot even see the lights. When you do walk up underneath them, then you can see the bulbs. But from the street view, if you're driving by, you would never have any idea that that house had lights.
Oh, so if you're like me and you want to keep your lights up all year long, I love the lights, but it's the bummer because I'm the first one to complain when I see my neighbor's lights still up in February. I'm like, what are they doing over there with their lights up? So they're clear, they're colored. How does that work?
Yeah, so these lights are way different than your Home Depot lights you go by and you hang up. So they're all LED lights. They have 16 million colors that you can choose from. So it's all RGB. You can look up, for example, if your favorite color was periwinkle, you can look up on Google, what is the RGB code for periwinkle? It'll tell you that code. You can go into your app that's on your phone and you can put in those codes and your lights can be periwinkle.
So what if I just want blue? Is it a little easier?
Yes, it is a little bit easier. They do have blue, but everybody sees colors differently. Mm-hmm. So you can adjust them. It's got a adjuster on the app on the phone, so you can adjust it to what blue that you would like. The app is kind of the cool thing of the program. So everything is controlled from your phone, whether it be an Apple phone or an Android software base. You can turn the lights on and off from wherever you're at in the world. You can set a schedule. So you can set your lights to come on and off whenever you want. You can actually set multi-schedules. And the reason you would do that, let's say it's Christmas time and you have Christmas on at sunset until midnight. But for the security aspect, you want to put on your security lights or accent lighting, you can have that program start at midnight and go till sunrise.
Okay. So I was going to ask you, can you kind of use this as a security measure as well? Because I would think the more lights you have around your house, the better it is to deter people from coming on your property, I would assume.
Yeah, that's correct. And we got to think of these lights as just not Christmas lights. They're actually year-round lights and they have many functionalities to them. So one of the big things that we like the Jellyfish light, and again, being a computer base and have a group of engineers, you can actually set these lights to come on through motion cameras. So
Oh,
if someone comes up to your door, your Ring system, the computer, you program it through Alexa or Google Home, and then the lights can come on and flash red, white, and blue. They can go on for 10 seconds. They can go 15 seconds and go off. So all of a sudden you have these bright lights that go on. That's going to scare any crime or even animals away. If you want to set it towards, if you got, animal problems, coyotes or javelina or something like that, that's enough to spook them. And
yeah, because it's way different than just a floodlight coming on. This is your whole house just lit up.
Yeah, depending on what part of the house you do, it could be just a certain section that you program. So if you just wanted the front entryway, let's say you're coming home and you have groceries, right? And it's really dark where you live, and then your motion camera picks you up, then those lights will come on and light up your pathway if you have them off. So, or you just keep them on until a certain hour of the night, and they have different programs for accents. So if you wanted to do every fifth bulb, every seventh bulb, you want to put two together. There's so many different things you can do just to make your accent lighting really nice, instead of the old way was putting can lights in the soffits, and that's how you got your accent lighting.
So if you're doing like, I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan, so orange and black, but of course you'd have that for, Halloween or whatever. But so I could program it to my favorite football team. If you're a Cardinals fan, you can do the red and black on game day or something like that.
Correct. So the great thing about this, you got your Christmas seasons, every other holiday, we have preset color combinations for the holidays. So you can choose one of those presets or you can create your own. And what's also cool about the engineers up in Salt Lake, they're actually developing a community base in the cloud. So if I'm down here in Arizona and I have the Cardinals colors, and someone is, maybe you graduated college or whatever at Stanford, and Stanford was playing, and someone created a Stanford pattern, you can grab that and just bring it down to your app and use that preset that they created.
Or even like for Easter, this is how we did our house, and here's the preset, something like that.
Correct.
Perfect. Oh my gosh. So this is, what do you think the lifespan? Because I know with 13 years, I'm sure even if they've been up for 13 years, they still going strong. What's the normal, how do you keep these going? Is there maintenance that we have to do on these?
Sure. No, great question. So they're being LEDs, so they don't use a lot of power, which is kind of a nice functionality of it. So the lights are rated for so many burn hours, right? I don't think anybody's really tested them for that long, because they're saying 50,000 hours. So if you take it 6 hours a night, that's going to give you 22 years.
Oh my gosh.
You do 8 hours, I think it's 17. I did the math one day. So in reality, these are all electronics. There is a power source.
Yeah.
So even though it says 50,000 burn hours, really it's your power source, how long your power source is going to last, which feeds the lights. So you're going to be probably 10 to 15 years on the system, never giving you any issues. And as far as maintenance goes, there really isn't any maintenance. And if there's any warranty issues, like if a light doesn't work, you just call us, we come out, we get the ladder out, we go up on the roof, and we take care of it for you.
And so that's what makes me nervous, because we're at this point, we're getting older, and, my husband's still pretty spry, but every year, he thinks, oh, I'm going to take him to the top. And we've had to get some of those extension poles and they never work right. And I'm like, man, one fall off, because our most of the houses here in Arizona are so, those high pitched ceilings. And this is, if it saves one accident even, but so how, if I wanted to do this, what's the first step? What do we do?
So I would recommend, just so you get an idea of what the lights can do and the capabilities, go to our website, level5lighting.com. We have a gallery of pictures, kind of explains the light, the systems, and then you just give our office a call and we set up an appointment. We believe kind of old school. We like to come out and see our customers. We like to look at your house because there's so many different styles of housing here in Arizona. So we want to make sure that we can create what your expectation is, and we attach it to the house so you can't see it. And then there's just different, paint colors, make sure we match. So it's always important that we come out and we meet with you individually. And again, part of our program is setting the right expectations from the very beginning. We're not there to mislead you. We're not high pressure sales. Right. We explain the product, answer your questions. If it's something that fits for you and your family, then we move forward. And then that's really the process of how we do things.
I would assume people would appreciate the fact that you're coming out and you're taking that time to make sure that, one, it's going to work effectively for the style of home that they have. Make sure that you're getting it right the first time and that, it's done correctly. This isn't ordering a pizza, right? This is a long-term lighting situation and you want it done right. You're going to teach us how to use the controls and all of that, the apps and everything.
Correct. So there's so many things that you could do is when you first set it up. So what's another unique thing about our light is you can set up zones. So it's all by light number. So if you have many gables on the front of your house and you wanted to actually have each one of those gables do a different thing, a different color or a different movement, or turn something off and not have it on and have other things on, you can set those zones up. And so the installers are really good at that. So when the sales rep leaves the home, they just ask you to be thinking of what zones that you want. Something really basic. Someone's doing the whole house. They may just have the front as a zone, the two sides are zones, and the back is a zone. So let's say it's Christmas time and you want your Christmas lights on the front, but you're having a large party in the back. Then you want to put your bright white lights on so that you can entertain and do those functions, because these are amazing for outdoor living. These lights actually reach the ground and give you like a 12 to 15 foot spread.
Oh, wow.
So people use it for cornhole. They use it for jacuzzis.
There's no more dangling lights everywhere.
No, as long as you're in that primer.
If
you want to get to the middle of your yard, then you'd use our
that,
patio lights that also change color 16 million, and you can kind of tie everything together with the patio lights as well.
That's awesome. Well, and I'm seeing more and more, like before it was, you put up your Christmas lights the day after Thanksgiving, you take them down, December 31st or whenever. Now I'm seeing more and more buildings putting up the pretty white lights or decorating for 4th of July and having that up. And I bet a lot of them are the permanent lighting, because who has time to do that for every season?
Yeah, it's definitely the new wave. Commercial is starting to gravitate to this as well, because if they celebrate the holidays, they pay someone to come out. So it's very cost effective. I think the average is it usually pays for itself in 3 to 4 years. So some of these commercial buildings are paying thousands upon thousands of dollars. So yes, it takes 3 or 4 years and it'll pay for itself, but then you have another 10 years that you can use the product. And it's not just for Christmas. You can now celebrate every holiday under the sun.
I love that. That is the saddest day for me when we take down the Christmas lights, because it's like, all right, well, the magic's over. So they can go to your website, level5lighting.com.
Correct.
And then they can book from there. If they want to get you out there, they have to call somebody, or can they book an appointment to come out to the house right there on the website?
So basically, they fill out a web form, whatever their information, or they can just call the office directly, and our office will take their information, schedule an appointment for a sales rep to come out. The meeting is anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what type of questions that you have. And then generally speaking, once you're committed to making a purchase, depending on the time of year, it's either 3 weeks to about 5 weeks, just depends.
Okay. So we're sitting in September. So if you're wanting to get this done for Christmas, it's time to call right now, right?
Yeah. In about 4 more weeks, we will be full for Christmas. So, and we have actually 4 crews. We're installing 4 houses a day. Wow. So that just tells you that we're going to be super busy. We're already picking up right now. But by Halloween, we're usually sold out for Christmas. So don't be one of those people that call on the first week of December. I would like to get permanent lighting.
Can you head over? I've already got the ladder out for you. Right. Head on over. Well, and if you miss it, if you can get it done in time for Christmas, get it done in time for Valentine's Day, get it done in time for St. Patrick's Day. So every day is a good day for lighting, I would assume.
And I just want to emphasize again, it's not just for holidays, right? It's the backyard living. These are amazing lights for that. They solve a lot of problems. I don't know how many of you guys out there barbecuing in the dark, right? Or you have to hold a light up. These lights will take care of that if you install it on your patio. It's also great for, just relaxing in your backyard. We've done several areas where hot tubs are. Oh. And you can actually turn down the brightness if you want it more intimate for that little section. You can do that as well. Smart. But it does help you to see at night, so you're not stumbling down the stairs or stubbing your toe.
Well, and let's be real honest. In Arizona, we've got so many critters that are running around on our, I love to have every pathway lit, because you never know what's crossing your path out here. So
for sure.
And I mean, from what are they, centipedes to who knows what. So, well, thank you so much for coming in. I think this is, I wanted to get you in here because we've talked about your products before on Signals, and I know you're on our postcard, the First to Know Find a Pro postcard. I just wanted people to really know what this is and really understand it, because it's not just your guy pulling up, slapping some lights on the front of your house. This is an investment in your home. And I've got to assume too, property value on your home would go up too if you've already got preset lighting on there, and it's going to help the home value too.
So I like how you brought up it's an investment, right? So don't always go for the lesser product. Go check out our reviews. We have great customer service. We're going to not only take care of you during the install, but more importantly, during the warranty period, right? So that's important, because we get calls all the time from other people that had other people working out of their garage and hanging up lights, and they're no longer in business. And unfortunately, we can't service their product. We have to take that product down, which we have, and put our product up. So even though they may have saved a few $100s at that time, it actually cost them thousands because they didn't make the right choice in the beginning.
I mean, like with anything, this is your home. So it's like we said, it's an investment, just like you would, before you're hiring a contractor, you're checking references, you're looking at reviews. Same thing. This should be no different.
Correct. And I'm glad you brought up that point as well. We've had customers that have bought our product. They've moved, they sold their house. And so the new homeowner coming in, and we'll go out and show them how to use the app, because it doesn't do us any good if they're not using their lights. We want that to be a good experience, even though they didn't buy the product. They love the product. And then that homeowner that sold their house, they buy a new house and they call us first, because you get so used to having lights around your house, and it's a comfort, not only for security, but just the aesthetics. And so we've probably done 24 people that have sold their house, and the first thing they do is they call us because they want their lights back up.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you look at a picture, like when I go to Airbnb and they've got lights and, they show, like, I'm always gravitated to those homes because it's just so comforting to have the lights, and it's just so pretty. And so I'm glad you're doing this. I'm glad we were able to get you in here. I'm glad we got you before busy season. So if you're looking for lights or just want some information, give Derek a call, go to level5lighting.com, and just thank you so much for coming out.
Well, thank you for having us. It's been a pleasure working with you guys, and we love the Prescott area, and we hope to be seeing a lot more of you.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you next time.